You could be everything that you ever want to be in life, have all of it. Your perfect dream life is on the other side of one thing. That thing is risk, and that's what today's video is about. Hey everyone, it's Interrobs, and today's video is about why you shouldn't be so scared of risk and why you should take the biggest risk you can. Not literally. I've got a few reasons today about why you shouldn't care about risk so much, to go chase it, and it's not that important. Risk is everywhere. That's my first reason. Here's the thing, right? When I say risk is everywhere, getting out of bed is a risk. Going to the gym, that's a risk. The weights could fall on you. The dumbbell could break you. You get in your car, boom, car crash. You go outside on a rainy day. What's to say a piece of hail doesn't fall on your head and damage you, kill you immediately? What's to say when you go outside in the winter, in the cold, that a pick of ice doesn't fall and stab you through the head and you die immediately? Who's to say that when you go on the date, you won't get your heart broken? Who's to say that when you try to start that business, you won't fail? Risk is literally everywhere in life. And I think when you're worried about it, you're taking yourself out of a game that you might be able to win. Here's the thing, when I think about this, not taking risks is even a risk because you run the risk of staying in the same place the whole life. Is that what you want? No one wants to stay in the same place. We always want to evolve, become the best version of ourselves. But when we don't take risks, you risk not becoming the best version of ourselves. You following me here? Just keep up real quick, all right? And I think avoiding change is going to destroy your opportunity. Change is scary. It's hard. It's risky. It could fail, but you can't succeed if you don't fail. You just can't keep playing it safe. If you want to be great, you want to be something, that's the biggest risk there is. That's also the best reward there is. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Let's go. For me, that's why risk being everywhere just kind of disqualifies it as a reason not to do something. And when people let fear control them, something else happens. Reason number two, boys, no one respects a coward. The greatest people in history, the ones who we all talk about, the ones who they talk about in school, the ones that your parents want you to be like, and the people that we all idolize and respect massively, one of the reasons we respect them is because we all took the biggest risks. For me, I have a few people I really respect. Cristiano Ronaldo, you took a risk. When you want to become a professional athlete, professional footballer like he did, it's the biggest risk in the world, the most popular sport in the world. How do you know you're going to become good? First of all, how do you even know you're going to become a professional player? You don't even know that, but he didn't even know. He didn't know, but he took the risk. He left his family at the age of 11 to join an academy, and now he was away from his family, taking a huge risk, but chasing his dream. Heard him in an interview that he didn't even think he would become a professional, let alone play for such a big club like Manchester United. You think when he took that risk, he knew he was going to become the best player of all time? I know you Messi fans might be listening to this thinking Messi's better. You're wrong. Ronaldo's the GOAT. But like, the thing is, for example, let's take Alexander the Great. He conquered the entire world. When he wanted to conquer more, he realized that he hit an ocean. He couldn't conquer anymore. But if he had just conquered a little bit and decided, let's not conquer anymore, that's going to be a risk. I might die. He said no. He said forward, forward, forward. You gotta go, go, go. Once you stop letting risk govern your decisions and where you want to go with your life, that's when you become limitless. If you want no one to ever remember your name, anything you ever did, fine. Don't take any risks. As the name of the reason states, no one respects a coward. A lot of us want the admiration of our peers, of our parents, of potential partners, and our partners, spouses, and the people who we want in a relationship to want us or desire us and respect us. And none of that will ever happen if you never decide to just take a risk. Go for that job. Go for the thing you think you can't do. Have the goal that seems impossible to everybody. Go for the vision that keeps you up at night. Why not? If you fail, at least you can say, I went for it all. No one admires a person who never even tried. When we look at movies and people who we respect, one of the biggest things we look at immediately is their bravery. Bravery is not when someone does something without being scared or not thinking about any risk. Bravery is when you do the thing that is scaring you while scared. You have to be brave. Your hesitation to do the things, no one respects your hesitation. It's going to earn you silence. No good. But in my opinion, part of the reason people fear risk so much is got to be overthinking. So reason number three, dumb down your thinking. People just imagine the worst case scenarios. They imagine this reason for why they can't do it, that reason why they can't do it, the other reason why they can't do it. In my opinion, dumb it down. Relax. All those other reasons you have, just pretend they don't exist for 1 second. I don't care if they do. That goal you want, think this. Ask yourself this question. Has anyone else ever done this? And most likely, yes. And then the next thing should be, if they did it, I can do it too. I'm going to get started as soon as I can. That's it. There shouldn't be anything else. But also, if you ask the question, the thing I want to do, has anyone ever done this before? And you think, wait, no one's ever done this before. Then you know what you think immediately? All right, I'm going to be the first one to do it. That's it. You just have to relax, dumb it down, simple, nothing crazy. That's why some of the dumbest people become the most successful, because they have the work ethic and they don't have this over analytical thinking of all the possibilities of their dream scenario and everything that can go wrong and everything go right. They just go bare bones. How can I get started? Let's get started. I'm going to put all my time into this because I really want to make this happen. They don't start thinking about rejection and failure and not being admired by their peers. Here's the thing about success. You're going to fail an awful amount. It's going to be the most painful thing you ever did. No one's ever going to understand. And the only respect and admiration is going to get is only when you're done. The only support you're ever going to get is when you need it the least, which is when you already made it. You don't need the support now. You already did it. And that's the harsh thing about humans and us people. It's really difficult difficult for anyone to handle. I think even me, I struggle with that too. But you have to be your biggest fan. That's what I would say when it comes to that. Guys, I just want to say, dumb down your thinking. Sometimes, guys, I just want to say, dumb down your thinking. Sometimes the smartest move is to just move, because the truth about risk is very simple. When it comes to every scenario and all these one-liners about success and greatness and how you should live, I hate these people who try to pick it apart and be like, oh, if you look at this one case scenario, then it doesn't make sense. Okay, cool. Like, I'm just going to ignore that. Just look at the statement made, use it as fuel, use it as wisdom, use it as knowledge, take it in and use it to become great. I'm not going to look for the one case scenario where it doesn't make any sense. Reason number 4, high risk, high reward. You want to become a billionaire businessman? That's the highest risk in the game. You might lose everything. You might become broke. I was going to disrespect you. It might not even happen. But what if you don't? What if you make it? Can you do it? You think you can? It may have the high risk, but think about the high reward. It's kind of like a glass half empty, glass half full. What do you want to focus on? The thinkers and overthinkers just think about the risk, but the doers, dreamers, and achievers, they want the reward. Those people are the ones who really get the payoff. They don't sit there. They dumb down their thinking and just got to it. I love how people think that they know everything. Every single life is calculated. There's no risk. They forget that risk is everywhere, but it's nothing to be worried about. Don't worry about it. Just a little bit of risk. When it comes to high risk, high reward, the only place I wouldn't advise you take this is the casino. Stay out of there. Not a good idea. But when it comes to your goals, you want to be an athlete, businessman, YouTuber, nuclear scientist, solid snake for all I care. It's high risk. It's high reward. Remember, guys, if it was easy, everybody would do it. The hardest things are on the other side of the hardest things. Most people, they don't want it hard enough. They'll disqualify themselves immediately. They don't want the reward. They just think about the risk. And because of that, immediate disqualification. I realize that so many people could be great, but they just never will because they let the risk get away from them. I don't want that to be you. Remember, gentlemen, great rewards don't live in safe places. And that's a reality most people refuse to accept. Here's my takeaways for the video, boys. Whatever the scary thing that keeps you up at night, the goal which doesn't seem possible, go for it all. You only have one life. Live authentically and work hard, then everything you want will be yours, but it's all on the other side of risk. I believe in you, but only you can do the work. I'm with you and God is with you. It's been Interops. We're the inner desire for success besides the outward operations to achieve it.